Yo, what is good, YouTube? It's your boy Rob Skate, CTV, and I am back with another video to talk real quick about the new 1.5 patch, about the things that they changed, the things that I've noticed just playing today, so I can give you a little update, see if you like it, see if you don't, and let me know in the comments if anything has changed for you. Also, a lot of people have been asking me about my dribble sigs and what I do as a 6'5 to 6'9 position player. It's a little bit harder for this us this year since we're a little bit slower. And also cap breakers, I just hit starter 3, so let me not waste your time. Let's go ahead and get into it so I can talk to you about these tips and a couple of updates. Yes, sir. If you guys are having a great day, though. Yes, sir. All right, anyway, so this right here, I'm gonna put it on the screen, is the 1.5 patch update. Everything that I've noticed so far is a lot of issues with my career. If you're a my career grinder and you just like settling down from the chaos of online gameplay, then hopefully it will be more streamlined for you and a lot less glitches. I don't really play my career, so I can't attest to that. The 1.5 rep bonus that people were grinding my career for to get more rep has actually been discontinued, so that's unfortunate. So if you had it and you use it, shout out to you. If you're grinding for it and now you don't get it, that's unfortunate. At least you got VC for grinding. And if you didn't care, you didn't lose anything. You know what I'm saying? And they got some my team stuff. I don't really play my team at all, really. So there's really nothing going on for that. But what I will say, besides what they've shown in the patch from what I've seen from me playing the actual game, is that my lateral quickness seems a little bit slower, and my interior defense seems a lot better, especially when I have my hands up. I seem like I'm getting a lot better contest and a lot more whites and a lot more heavy contests actually pop out than they just popped in. And that's me coming from a 6'7", two-way mid-range slasher. So you can see I got an 83 interior defense and an 80 block. I feel a lot better while I'm in the interior. And as far as the dribble sigs go, I got an 86 ball handle and a 75 speed whip ball. And these are the sigs that I use real quick. Here it is right here. And if you do screenshot it or you do take a picture of it, just remember that the go-to shot, Dylan Wright, and also my hop jumper from Paul George is very important to the way that I size up. Because a lot of things that actually happen, I like to cancel out of a lot of shots, and those animations seem to give me a lot more aggressive finishes or non-finishes when I want to cancel out to it. So when it comes to the Dylan Wright go-to shot, usually I'm at the 3 and I'm the 4. And we all know if you do play rec randoms from our rec people out there, the 3 is usually a 3 and D, pure lock. A dude just reaching all the time. All he's doing is just reaching. It don't matter what you're doing. He's not even playing D on you. He's just reaching for the passing line. So usually I give myself about 3-4 dribble moves before I just got to kick out. So I got to get in and get out. So as soon as I catch the ball, I usually go right into my Dylan Wright go-to shot. You want to hold down turbo and up on the right analog stick to commence your go-to shot if you didn't know how to do it. So usually if I catch it, I go into my go-to shot. It creates a little bit of space and I cancel out of that. It's going to be an aggressive left or an aggressive right, depending on where I got the ball in my hands. And that's going to create space. And as soon as I create that space, I cancel out of it. And then I would usually hit that Lucas step back to see how my opponent takes that. So if I do that, cancel out of it, back, boom. Now, if they backed away from that, I'm good. And I'm going to pull my rhythm shot. I'm not going to pull square. If you don't know how to rhythm shoot, look at my previous video. I really try to break it down to the best of my ability to make everybody understand. I play with a lot of randoms, and I met a lot of homies now that have become my friends, and they keep coming back to me, and they're like, yo, Rob, that changed my game. My shooting has improved immensely, and now I feel more of like a shot creator. If you want to do that, watch the video. It's on my YouTube channel. I'm going to try to organize my stuff and get a little bit better. But that Dylan Wright go-to shot is a lifesaver. Next, on my aggressive combo, I have the Devin Booker. All it does, if you hold turbo and up on the right analog stick, it's literally just going to launch me forward. I don't need anything fancy. I don't need to put the ball through my legs to do this aggressive combo. We ain't got time for all that. As soon as I catch the ball, I can hit that, boom, puts me forward, and I just shoot. Nobody really sees that coming because if they're guarding me or they're reaching and I actually catch it, boom, I'm going to be right ahead of them if I just hold it forward and then they're done. Something simple and it executes really well. Now, as far as like my regular combo breakdown, if you had it in there, I'm just sizing up. And then from that, either I can go to my Dylan go-to shot or randomly, depending on how they act to it, I can go right back into my Devin Booker and it pushes me forward and I can cancel into that, which is pretty crazy. So all of what I'm talking about is just real quick things here. I'm not really speed boosting like that. If I am doing something out of my Dylan Wright and I'm going to the right after that, I'm going to hold down right on the right analog stick with turbo to almost create my aggressive sidestep for my rhythm shot. That would be my hop jumper, and I would cancel out of that and see if I've created enough space while also creating a little bit of speed momentum. What do I mean by that? I mean, if I'm coming in my Dylan Wright go-to shot, step back, and then I hit that, cancel out of it, I hit it again, and then I'm open, and then I finish that in rhythm. So my first one, if I hit that, give somebody a hezzy, they might think I might shoot it, speed boost out of that, and then commence to hold it down, wait until I get into my rhythm shot and finish. Now, what do I mean by that rhythm shot to the side? That means that I'm holding turbo opposite of the basket while holding the right analog stick right or left to commence the shot. Once I get to that set point in the air, I'm gonna swing the analog stick back over to the left and finish it. That throws so many people off because not a lot of people hit mid-range faders, or they definitely don't hit side faders either with the aggressive step back. So as far as my double behind the backs that I got, if I do size up with somebody, I would usually hit it once, and then I would hit it twice, and it's a little bit more aggressive, and then I would go right back into my shot. Usually, by the time I hit my first one, you already got that dude reaching, and then he reached right there, and then I would just shoot it from there. All right, speed boost this way, but if he follows me, I hit it back again, and usually I got a second to be able to pull that up. The reason why it doesn't create too much space, but with rhythm shooting, you don't really need that much space with your Deadeye. It's more about your timing, and it just depends on the defense that you have too. Obviously, if you have a high prim defense player on you, I would usually hit that Dylan Wright, cancel out of it, and then try to go to my left or right, wherever I'm closest to on my baseline, and then combo that now with my Paul George hop jumper. And what do I mean by that? That means that I'm coming in hot, and I'm holding back on my analog stick. I didn't mean to do that right there, sorry. And letting go of the left analog stick away from the basket and right analog stick down, if that makes sense. I gotta explain that. I probably said that too fast. So I'm cutting baseline. I'm going to go turbo, right analog stick down, letting go of my left analog stick, and it's gonna create my Paul George hop jumper. Like if somebody was ahead of me, I'm going in forward, I'm holding that down, and it's gonna step back, and it's going to be aggressive. The closer I get to the basket, I get different animations. Like I get a quick one like that, pull up, and I green it. Now, when you get that close to the basket, usually people will think that you're slashing. And when I hit that disgusting Paul George where he just leans the ball way back, your defender's already jumping, and you already can finish it in rhythm by timing it right, as you just saw that I did right there. More complex than it was last year. Before it was just, you know, a little aggressive size up behind the back and you're good, or you would just hit that aggressive John Wall step back. Unfortunately, you can't have this year. The most simplest one is the aggressive Luka step back. Everybody just does the aggressive Luka. You just run forward off turbo, and then you just hit that right analog stick backwards. So turbo, analog stick back. That's the Luka. It doesn't get any simpler than that, but everybody knows that now. So you got to have a little bit more in your bag, if that makes sense. I hope that this is making sense. I'm trying to explain it the best I can, because if you just run to the left, come back, and you hit somebody with this, they're never going to see that coming in regard to just actually slashing to the basket where everybody's jumping. And obviously, if you mix that together, you hit that one time, next time they're not jumping, and now when you go to the left and they think that they're going to hit it, now you can just hit them with a dunk, and then they're done. They don't know if you're going to dunk. They don't know if you're going to get a mid-range, you know, if you do have that mid-range. If you're inside and out threat and you don't have that mid-range ability to be able to do that hop jumper, guess what? The hop jumpers are still working if you have a high three. You can still go ahead, hit the Dylan Wright, hold back on that step back. Sorry, I didn't cancel out of that one. If you hit the Dylan Wright, cancel out of it, and then hit the step back, and then pull forward on it, when you get that set point, but a little bit right there on the three, you can still find that sweet spot to be able to set it up, to be able to step back into it, if that makes sense. Like, you have to be able to just hit it like right there. I got an 84 three ball, so it's not going to be anything crazy. If you got a 92, 94, I'm telling you, them step backs hit different this year if you're hitting it off rhythm. But that's about how much I can really explain to you on those ones as far as how my dribble sigs go. It's very simple, nothing too complex, because you don't really need to do too much. Like I said, 3 or 4 dribble moves, that's all I give myself. If not, I kick out and I can proceed to do my off ball. But Dylan Wright go-to shot, Devin Booker aggressive to step up and then just shoot, which is crazy. And then my regular combo breakdown while I'm trying to size up, and then I would pair that with my Devin Booker to step forward, and then I would just shoot. Because that right there, while I'm sizing up, either I'm looking for people to pass to, or I'm just going to step up real quick, create that much space and shoot it. And that right there is already ridiculous because I just stepped in front of my defender and I'm open for a mid-range jump shot. Or also too, you can hit that size up. You can hit that size up, hit it, cancel out of it, and then come out of nowhere and then just pull it. And it just creates that much more space. That aggressive Devin Booker combo is crazy, bro. Like, I'm glad I found that. It's something simple. You're not doing it, you're just moving real quick just to get open. So that's that with that. If you guys want to work on that, let me know. If that was a little bit too confusing, I'm sorry. Like, I do it, and I guess it's a little bit harder to explain, but I can also try to get the little controllers on the screen to really kind of break it down like a little bit, you know. It's just kind of, it's so simple yet complex with this dribbling this year, which is kind of trash. Next, attributes on the cap breakers. Cap breakers, when you do get your cap breakers, you are capable of taking your build +5 on something that isn't maxed. What do I mean by that? I maxed out all of my shooting for my 6'7" build with my wingspan. I can't go any further than a 93 mid-range or an 84 3-point. That does not mean with cap breakers I can go to a 89 3-point. Like, I can do +5 on 80 on 84 on my 3-point. That's as max as my build can go. I can't go any higher. Now, on my driving dunk goes way higher. I think my driving dunk was maybe like a 98 or 97. I had it on 85, but I couldn't get contact dunks. I didn't know that before I made this build. It's my first build, and I'm not making another build besides like my center that's coming out. So when you go into your cap breakers right here, it's going to show you how many caps you have. You don't have to spend them all at the time. You can take your time, think about it. You can do one at a time. And every time you do it, it lets you know what takeovers you unlock, what badges you unlock, and what animations you unlock as well before you do it. So that's how cap breakers work, and it's great. Now, as you can see, my mid-range and three-point are locked. That means I can't go any higher because 93 and 84 is locked up. Next over here, my block is locked. As you see, my defensive rebound is locked. Everything else has caps on there that I can take it higher. If I want to take my interior defense higher or my prim higher, as you can tell, I don't reach, I don't steal. That's not my game. I know that stealing is very high this year, but you can take things way higher and take something from gold to Hall of Fame, or from Hall of Fame to legendary. So what I took here was contact dunks along with silver poster and legendary aerial wizard, and that opens up my game super high. And that took me from a 2-way 3-level shot creator to a 2-way mid-range slasher. And most people will be like, bro, why would you go from a 3-level shot creator? Well, because 3-level shot creator, everybody has them, okay? And on top of that, they know that I can score at 3 levels. So they're more susceptible to guarding me at 3. If my shit says 2-way mid-range slasher, this is a mid-range shooter, bro. He can't shoot no 3s. Little do they know, they don't even show my percentage. And I'm out here shooting on rhythm, just splacking 3, shooting 60% plus on the field because they just leaving you open. So think about that. A title changes your archetype, but not the way that you play. So when people look at that, they don't know what's in your bag. I be doing post fades, 3-point shots, and cap breakers really changes the game. And also, like, the first set of cap breakers doesn't end with your build there. You know, you got cap breakers coming on later on in the game, so you get more caps with a total of +15 to your build. And on top of that too, your cap breakers carry over to your rebirths. So if you do a rebirth build, you can do your 3 lower or your mid-range lower because they cost more for your build. Put it into different areas, come back with your cap breakers, and now it costs you less on your shooting and you still get it back. And now you have a crazy build that didn't cost you that much more. So think about that. And the last one thing I want to say about cap breakers too, which regards to the season pass that went back to the badge elevator. Badge elevators were trash. Instant +2. All of my shit's maxed out, so I can't use badge elevators. But remember, I just did a cap breaker and my badge was not maxed out because I just uncapped it to a new level. So now that I uncapped it to a new level, guess who's gonna just get aerial wizard for free on doing my badge elevator? Now my badge elevator makes sense now. So think about that with your badge elevators. Your cap breaker and your badge elevator can go hand in hand for you to just instantly get it to a new level. If it's Hall of Fame, if it's legend, you don't even gotta grind it. So it serves a purpose without serving a purpose at the same time. So if you grinding and you about to hit that starter 3, go ahead and change yourself, take your time, and don't mess up them cap breakers, because when you put it on there, it's permanent. If you mess it up, you have to make another build and you still got that cap breaker, but you already know how that could be like $50+ to get to where you want to need to be. You know what I'm saying? So don't go ahead and do that. Don't make no mistakes, man. Look, I got 2 builds. I ain't make no mistakes. I'm taking my time. So hope you take your time too. Appreciate you guys. If you like the video, go ahead and like, sub if you want. I'm gonna try to drop more videos. If you don't do none of that, I appreciate you for vibing. Leave a comment on what you like, what you didn't like. But anyways, I'm gonna be out here though. Peace. Hey, if I catch you in rec randoms, yo, hit me up, boy. I'm always down to run with people, man. Either we winning or losing. Hopefully we having a good time, bro. Shooting greens. I'm gonna catch you guys. I'm out. Peace.